Warning, the following video contains explicit language, which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lucky number 13. We are now on episode 13 of the Brew Barn Podcast. For the very first time in the history of mankind, we got Manoboy from Carmichael's joining us. Manboy, we got to say to the people.
I think I'm glad to be here. This is an impromptu showing of the Manboy. Won't be the last, but I'm happy to be along.
And then, like always, I got that man to my right. And since Chop just opened up this season, and we're basing this episode on fishing, let me see if I can come up with something good for him. It is the man who's got the worm that makes your wife squirm. He's got the bait that makes her want to mate. And he's definitely got the pole that will fill her hole. I'm talking about the gorgeous Randy Flamethrower!
All right, glad to be back. Glad to get it started again after a couple week layoff here.
We had a hiatus, and I don't like doing it. We got to cut back on this horse shit. While we was on the hiatus, I was down at Orlando. I went to WrestleMania, and I've met up with our loyal listener, a couple of our loyal listeners from over across the pond. We had Martin. Martin met up with me, and then we got Coops. And let me just tell you, Martin is all about the show. He's a diehard. And shut up, dogs. He's definitely got a heart on for Professor Poochie Pants. Martin is a big time fan of Poochie Pants. And I feel like we've been ripping the crowd off and not giving them Poochie Pants. So I'm going to see if I can get this guy on the horn today because we are balls deep in Stanley Cup playoffs as we speak. So we definitely got to shit out some predictions for Stanley Cup winners. You think that's a good idea?
Yeah, it's always good to talk to Poochie Pants.
Poochie Pants, we're going to get to him. Man, boy, you got anything on your mind? You want to intro? You want to tell people about yourself? Since you are the new guest on the show.
I'm going to try to see if we can get over some debates tonight. I'm going to listen to these questions, put my info in, and hopefully everybody out there enjoys what I have to say.
Oh, you know what? That sounds fucking lovely. Matter of fact, I think I got Poochie Pants on hook. We're going to do something new. We're going to go to sports right away.
Straight to sports.
We're going straight to sports. I'm going to hit the pause button real quick and see if I can get him on the line, ladies and gents. I'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gents, we're back from that short pause, and guess what? We do have Professor Poochie Pants on the line. So, Martin, across the pond, my buddy, your number one, your favorite person in the world is back on the show. Matter, Poochie Pants. Let me just tell you, while I was down in Orlando, you was the number one requested person next to Brock Lesnar in The Rock.
Well, I'm glad to be back. Believe that. I love the support. I'm here tonight to bring you some sports. Feels good to be back. Glad you guys can have me back.
Yeah, like I said, I was totally and utterly shocked whenever I went down to the great Sunshine State of Florida. And the first question that I asked is, when do I get to hear Poochie Pants again? And that's no bullshit. That's not a rib. That was actually true. So I love
the support.
Let me get down to the nuts and berries for you, buddy. We are balls deep in Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm going to need a team from the East, and I'm going to need a team from the West. What are you feeling?
East, we did this many shows ago before the playoff season started, and I got to stick with my guns in the East with Pittsburgh, especially after the 3-0 lead and the way they're playing against Columbus, the way the young guys are putting the puck in the net. Because even with Fleury quest for playoffs, but I believe that they have the team to do it in the East.
Yeah, that's definitely something that nobody's seen coming. I mean, they was in the pregame warm-ups, and Murray just shit the bed.
I was shocked. In the way he went down like that, I don't know, lower body, of course. But
oh, yeah, they always say lower body. They're not going to tell you that he pulled a nut or anything.
Yeah, it looked like a muscle, and them linger, man. I'm sure, we've all, those of us who played sports, you get that tweak, man, and they're so hard to get to go away. And with him being a butterfly goalie like that, I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. But even with that being said, the way they're playing right now and the way that Gensel and Sherry and Crosby and the rest of them guys are scoring, and they're resilient. The win they had yesterday, down 3-1 in Columbus, you win games like Stanley Cup champions win games like that.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I think it's only been done 9 times in the history of sports. No one blows the 3-0 lead. So if the Penguins do it, they suck bad.
No. So the Manboy's coming at you with you're liking Fleury in goal.
Yeah, I mean, for now, I do. I don't think he's played terrible. I think that they can get through Columbus. I think he could probably get him through the second round. It just depends.
I think it's safe to say that the Fleury that we know, the playoff Fleury, hasn't showed up yet. This is a stranger Fleury who decided on winning a couple games.
Right, you get 3, and even yesterday, Columbus come out fine. I mean, not all those goals were his fault, but I kind of looked at it and I said, "Here we go. This is going to be where he implodes and he just seems to give up every shot that's taken."
Well, we had the fluky goal with Werenski. I think it was a fluky goal, but that's the Manboy's opinion. But it was a goal nonetheless. I like Fleury. I'm going to go with him. I know it's against everybody's decision, but I like Fleury in the playoffs this season.
Yeah, and I think even if Murray is back to good enough, which you can't stick him out there if he's not good enough to win your game.
The only thing that scares me about that is they won't keep consistency. You can't switch up every other goaltender in the playoffs.
Is the Manboy right or wrong that Fleury is the winningest goaltender in Penguins playoff history?
I think he just took it.
I believe that is an honor he just earned and deserves.
Yes.
So I like Fleury.
He's been there.
I like Fleury in this playoff series. I think we should go with Fleury all the way.
So you're taking Pittsburgh?
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I have to. The Manboy says Fleury's the guy to go to.
Randy Flamethrower, who you got from the East? Who's taking the East?
I guess since I'm the only one at the table that remembers the fucking predictions we made from some episodes back, I know Poochie Pants remembers it.
I remember mine too.
I remember them, and I'm sticking with the Capitals because that's probably the only hockey team I know. And I got to ride my predictions out, and I'm going to fast track because I don't know, like I said, I don't know fuck all about hockey. I need to know, is Emilio Estevez and the Mighty Ducks, are they still in the race?
The Mighty Ducks are up 2 games.
They're up 2-0.
I'm sticking with the original prediction. The Flying V.
And the knuckle puck. You cannot forget about the knuckle puck.
Okay, then, since you're jumping way ahead, who do you got winning the cup then between the Caps and the Ducks?
And this is from Randy Flamethrower.
The Caps.
All right.
He's taking Washington.
The Caps in a sweep.
In a sweep. From Randy Flamethrower, he's coming out with a
strong predictions from a strong man.
There you go.
I like it. You know what? I'm going to take Pittsburgh from the East, even though I don't like the uncertainty of fucking Fleury by any means, and everyone knows that I am not a fan.
The fabulous Ted Bed knows. He knows.
But let me tell you, my pick,
he's not stupid.
My original pick from the West, I took the Chicago Blackhawks, and let me tell you,
why?
That is thin ice right now.
They haven't won a game yet.
They haven't scored a goal yet.
They're going to have to make a hell of a run.
They come on in 7 minutes.
I think that's bad money.
And I'm telling you right now, Poochie Pants, if you have a bookie, in the next 6 minutes, you better get a hold of that guy and tell him you want $1,000 on the Blackhawks.
He's Ted Bed's throwing up 1,000.
$1,000.
I can't see them going down 2-3-0. I mean, Pecorine stood on his head first 2 games.
I don't think it's happening.
I don't think they'll win that series though. I think the real deal James Neal
I
will
think
win
the
that
man
series.
boy's coming through.
Shut the fuck up. This is my time. Jesus Christ.
Unbelievable.
It's hard. You see, you bring these rookies on the show and they just want to fucking spout at the mouth.
That's better than not talking at all.
Yeah, fucking Blaine. Fucking Butthole Blaine. That's what we're going to call him. Butthole Blaine, high on fucking okie doke. I'm trying to think of, okay, now that I'm all fucked up and flustered. You know what? I'm going to stick with Nashville. I'm going to ride Nashville out throughout the West. The original pick was Chicago, but I don't think they're going to fucking pull it off. So I'm going with real deal James Neal against Pittsburgh in the fucking return visit to the city. With the Penguins going back to back.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
All right, man, boy, you got your team from the West. Go ahead, it's your turn to talk.
Wow. My team from the West. I don't know. I guess I have to agree with you.
You're jumping on a Nashville bandwagon.
It's gonna have to be James the Real Neal, and
okay. Who you got winning the Stanley Cup?
I got the Penguins going back to back, man. They're a strong team and they got players coming back. Hagelin's coming back.
Poochie Pants.
We already know Letang's out, but we got a lot of players coming back. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a repeat.
Who you got from the West, Poochie?
No, this is tough. I originally had Minnesota.
Dude, no, they're fucking
wild. They're done.
Down 3-0. That ain't happening.
I should have listened to you on that one. The two teams I really like are St. Louis and Edmonton. I think
The Oilers.
I'll tell you what, Edmonton, I can see in a fixed hockey world how they would love for Edmonton to make it to the Stanley Cup because you'd have
David Crosby.
Yep, you'd have McDavid and Crosby, and that thought already crossed my mind a couple times. So I'm not going to discredit that fact, but it's also shit. The West is a fucked up. They don't play the same as the East at all.
No.
They play a defensive low score style hockey compared to the high offensive power of the East. The West is a crapshoot for me, and that's why I took. I mean, I think any guess is as good as the other, unless you want to take Minnesota.
Wild, and that's a wild card pick.
I like the McDavid Crosby, but I think St. Louis is gonna make it this year. They almost made it last year. San Jose beat them in the conference final.
I can't even tell you last time they made it to the dance.
Yeah, something about they lost a couple big pieces and Backes and Chat and Kirk, but there's something about that team. They're up 3-0. They're getting good goaltending. They still have good defensemen, people who can obviously score. I'm going to take them.
St. Louis.
Taking the Blues.
In the conference final. I think they can get it done.
Taking the Blues.
All right, I got that.
That's a bold call. I like it.
They have a lot of offensive weapons, too.
Who you got winning that cup then?
Pittsburgh, back-to-back.
Pittsburgh, back to back.
That's 3 ways around.
Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl.
Guess it comes back to you, Randy Flamethrower.
I got Pittsburgh winning 4 games to 2. What you got that series labeled as?
I like 4 games to 3. Game 7.
Game 7. I like that.
Oh,
I like it in 6.
Man, oh boy, 6, 4, but 4-2 then.
Yeah.
Goddamn, just copy me. Why don't you? What else you got going on in the sports world? Anything you want to touch on? We just hit up on the Stanley Cup Finals.
I'll tell you what, I'm on hockey all the time right now. Yeah, I know baseball season just started.
Nah, that don't even count right now.
I do have a
Hey,
question.
just for shits and giggles, who's winning the fucking World Series?
No, World Series. I'll go. Oh shit! I'll go Cleveland.
Cleveland.
The Indians.
I'll go Cleveland.
Cleveland
yeah.
Rock.
I have a baseball related question. Man boy wants to know, when is Jung Ho Kang going to get his visa approved?
Never. Trump says fuck you.
I don't think as much as I want
He's
to
a
see him
criminal.
line up, I don't think Jung Ho's coming back.
I just asked a question. It was for me to put out there to the people.
Trump built that wall.
Yeah, they've been keeping that situation kind of quiet.
It has been very quiet. It's hush hush, and I'd love to know an answer.
I'm sure he's sitting over Korea watching the Pirates drinking a beer right now, and he probably shouldn't be.
Flamethrower, who's winning the World Series?
Nationals.
The Washington Nationals coming through with a World Series victory.
Poochie Pants, I got a legitimate Pittsburgh Pirates question for you.
Shoot.
A few guys were talking about it at work the other day, and an argument came down. It was actually yesterday that if Garrett Cole was better than Jake Arrieta, and I feel that Garrett Cole isn't even as good as Jamison Tyon.
Wow.
How do you feel about that?
Wow.
That's a good question. I'll go Cole Tyon first because that one's easy for me. Only because Tyon he's only pitched a couple games in the big league. So if I had to pick one of those guys, I'd pick Cole. But I think that by the end of the season, Tyon will be our number one pitcher. But as far as the Cole Arrieta, man, I mean, I'll go back to the wild card playoff game.
Arrieta got a fucking World Series ring. That's all that matters.
And a Cy
Yeah,
Young.
in the wild card playoff game.
But in the Manboy's defense of the Pittsburgh Pirates, we just swept the Cubs.
That doesn't mean nothing. This is early.
That's big. That's big this early in the season.
They ain't sweeping nobody in the business round.
Just saying. The Manboy has to say the sweep was huge for us.
Okay.
But then they come back game one in St. Louis and they can't even score. It's a very up and down team right now, but I think they have a good team, and I think they'll finish with around 87, 88 wins.
87, 88 wins for the Pirates.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going to circle back around to the original question. I agree. I think they're going to ride Cole out for as long as they can, but there is no way that by the end of this year, definitely next year, Tyon's not your number one starter.
But he's only going to pitch.
Right.
If you look at Cole,
he doesn't just get up there and throw the ball. He's a pitcher. He knows what to do. And I got him on my fantasy baseball team. So
if you're taking Garrett Cole,
I had Jeff Locke on my team.
He's only going to pitch.
All right, man, boy. Who you got for the World Series?
World Series. I'm thinking the Tigers. They're fucking tough.
Detroit Tigers.
Yes.
All right.
Tigers finally the year, huh?
We got Detroit Tigers. I am siding with my favorite American League team, the Baltimore Orioles.
Are you going? Wow. That's a bold prediction.
I like the Baltimore Orioles. Kyle Ripken's coming out of retirement. He's taking one off the warehouse in Game 7 for the W.
I love it. I like that. I like the Washington. Maybe it'll be a Washington-Baltimore World Series.
I'll go to one of them. I'll go to one of those games if that's true. What else we got? Have we got anything else to chalk up on this list?
The NBA playoffs.
No, we ain't talking about NBA playoffs.
I hate round ball.
NBA is banned on the Brew Barn podcast.
The Manboy approves. I hate round ball.
Let's just say that NBA is blackballed. But
Can we
Poochie fans, you got anything else you want to say to the people out there? You ain't been on in a while.
Nah, I'm good, man. I just I want to get back in the swing of things.
Poochie pants.
That fan base back up.
Oh, we got build up.
Poochie pants.
Looking forward to the call in the future. Hopefully, we're talking playoff hockey.
I'm gonna bring up one last sports related
Man, that
issue.
boy wants one more thing in there.
Poochie pants.
Oh yeah.
This is the Manoboy coming at you. Who do you like in the golf championship that's coming up? The players.
Man, I think if Johnson's healthy, I don't know what's going on with him.
Dustin got drunk and fell down the stairs. I don't think many people realize that. He said that he fell on a wet pair of steps at his rental house in Augusta.
A newly polished hardwood floor, and he had socks on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was drinking and fell down.
I've done that at the old lady's dad's house. And I smashed his whole entire banister.
The next big championship coming up in the golf world, and everybody knows that me and Ted Bed are huge golfers. I want to know who you like in the Players' Championship at Sawgrass.
Me?
I like Johnson if he plays. If he doesn't, I like. And I'll go. Spieth. I'll go Jordan Spieth.
Well, I like that pick. Jordan Spieth has been right there, not playing his best. He's still putting out of his ass. There's nobody around that can make 20-foot putts for par other than Jordan Spieth. But I'm going with Jon Rahm. Jon Rahm has been a force on the tour as of late, and that's who I picked to win the Players.
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before he wins the major. He's pretty good. And I love his short. I love the short backswing.
He's just as long off the tee as Dustin Johnson. Proved that at the match play. And I'm going with Jon Rahm as a winner at the Players.
All right, you dumb crackers got your golf picks in. I'm going Fuzzy Zoller.
Fuzzy Zoller. I love it.
Fuji Pants, sign off for these people. Let them know what you're going to come with down the road.
I told you, next month and a half, man, it's all playoff hockey all the time. There's nothing better than this tournament. If you're someone out there listening and you don't watch this tournament, I suggest you do, starting today when you hear this. Because I know there's a game on.
All right,
it's exciting. There's two great games going on right now. Go Leafs.
It's 3-3. It's tied up with 5 minutes left, I think.
Yeah, we got the league 2.5 minutes left in the Washington Toronto game. I'm not sure about the Bruins and
Nah, I didn't see their score either, buddy. But we'll revisit. We'll revisit the second round. We'll come at you next week. Hopefully, Randy Flamethrower got time in his busy schedule for us. And then,
well, you better make some time.
And if he doesn't, I'm just going to have you come over to the brew barn and take a seat.
I'm going to do that one day.
Yeah, well, the beer's always cold at the barn, buddy.
All right.
The Manboy will make sure of that.
All right, Poochie Pants. It was a pleasure having you on the show, and we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good, brother. Take it easy, fellas.
All right, take care, buddy.
All right, Poochie Pants.
All right, ladies and gents, that was the sports section. We're going to take a quick pause for the cause. We'll get back with you with the hot topics of the last fucking month and a half, it seems like. Okay, ladies and gents, we're back, and I want to thank Mr. Professor Poochie Pants for joining us in Pussy Pants. I want to thank him for coming back on the show because I know that many upon many of our listeners love hearing Poochie Pants. Okay, we're going down to the burning hot topics of the week, gorgeous Randy Flamethrower. And, man, I got all kinds of shit that I want to start out with. Let me just talk about today. Today was one of the most amazing days of my whole entire life. I was playing over at the Carmichael's Golf Club, and we played in the Monday morning scramble, me and Manoboy. And I bear witness to my very first ever hole-in-one today. It was live in front of my eyes from a good old 70-year-old man pile driving a fucking drive off of a par 3 tee box, hole-in-one.
And what was that worth?
To win the $4,000 purse. Let me tell you, there's not many things in the Fabulous One's life that brings a tear to my eye. Like, I mean, I've been through a lot of tragedies. We have all felt death and all that stupid shit. And, you know, that's just mediocre because it's to be expected. But you know it's not to be expected? To be standing out in an afternoon of nice sunshiny weather with a fucking cold Miller Lite in my hand and watching a 70-year-old man finally peak and bring home the fucking gold. I'm telling you right now, I had to hurry up and get away from the people that I was playing golf with. Because I felt like I had tears streaming down my face like it was the 1980s fucking Olympics and it was a miracle on ice. Okay? We finally beat the Russians. The fucking war was over. We landed on the moon.
Rocky beat Apollo.
Rocky beat Apollo. Son of a bitch. I mean, this probably went down in one of the top 5 moments of everything in the world that happened in my whole entire life today. And just because of that, I have not stopped celebrating. I've been drinking for about 14 hours.
This is a fact, folks, I can attest to because I've been there with him.
So, God bless you, Dave.
Dave DeNuno. We have to put the name out there.
We can acknowledge him.
His name is Dave DeNuno. He's 71 years old. He has one eyeball.
Yeah, I forgot.
And he put the ball in the hole in one shot for $4,000 today. It was epic.
So, I ain't got nothing else smart to say about that. That is just purely congratulations, and I am glad that I bore witness to such a fucking magical feat.
And we were happy to have beers on you, Dave.
Yes. Dave, thank you for spending a couple of your $4,000 on buying me a beer or two. Flamethrower, what you got for us, buddy?
We might as well move on. I don't have much on the golf topic. Impressive feat and congratulations to One-Eyed Dave out there for finally peaking in life, I guess. I can't imagine how happy he was about that, so good on him.
Dude, I'm telling you, the way he celebrated.
Did he do the 2-inch jump off the ground like...
He looked like he was in the fucking...
he looked like Mario Brothers pounding
the teeter hang-up.
Pounding the question mark.
No. He looked like he was in the teeter hang-up commercial, and he felt great!
He looked like Mario hitting the question mark.
Okay, no more about
in the
that.
game.
All right,
good for you, Dave. Thanks.
Moving on. All right, I'm going to bring us back down to earth here. And I came across a YouTube video not too long ago that made me smile, and it was the ugliest accent in America tournament. And what was good about this was it came down to an all Pennsylvania final.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All states, regions, everything were eligible for this, and it was voted on by all these people on YouTube or whatever. Then it came down to the final 2, Pittsburgh and Scranton, Pennsylvania. Right? And our local team, the home team, Pittsburgh, won the tournament and was voted the ugliest accent in America. And then they went on this, they were interviewing people from Pittsburgh who were legitimately hurt. Okay, by the results of this fucking tournament that means nothing, and how offended they were, and how it made them feel.
Yeah, everyone's got feelings.
They felt bad, in sticking up for their accent or whatever. And I approach this from an outsider standpoint because I'm not from here. Everybody knows I'm from the great state of Maryland. And when you get into the real Pittsburgh way of talking, like the people that are from there, or for some reason it's amplified, it is kind of hard on the ears. Yeah, I don't know if you guys agree with that or not, but I don't know how you feel about the all Pennsylvania final and the hometown team bringing home the trophy.
It seems like the smack in the face and a celebration all in one. I don't know how that goes.
I don't know if you guys should celebrate it or be kind of butthurt about it. I like it. I celebrate it.
I like it too. I mean, I don't really know what the hell to say about it.
See, you guys can't hear it. Like, you haven't.
No. I know about it because, remember, I did live in Colorado for 3 years, so I was farly taken away from this shit. Yeah. So I've heard the other side of the world. Now, them people who's confined to the Greene County, Fayette County, Washington County border, the imaginary wall that Trump built around this area that people ain't allowed to leave. That a lot of my friends are confined to because their old ladies are game wardens and they keep their fucking animals in check. But I know what you mean. So fuck it. This area takes all this Yinzer shit on the cheek and they celebrate it. So I'm gonna say congratulations. Congratulations for winning something.
Right.
Hey, I'd rather win than fucking lose. I mean...
And the funny part is it comes not too long after I revealed that Washington, PA was the dumbest city in the state. So Pennsylvania, you're racking up a whole lot of fucking points on the shit board, where you really probably shouldn't be racking up all kinds of points. So congratulations, I guess, is in order for
they're big
being
pile
bottom of
turds
the
lately.
barrel.
Okay, I'll go with another one of mine. Opening day of trout has come and gone. Ted Bed has finally broke the 3-year fishless streak, and I bagged myself a trout. Can you believe this?
Well, congratulations.
Well,
I feel sorry for the man.
let me tell you.
On the trout fishing thing, he hasn't fished in the right place.
It was probably no luck of my own, because I went with Trout Master, old Willie K from.
And how many trout did he bring in?
About a zillion. Willie K from the old National Pike has the game genie for trout fishing,
I've asked him,
and he says,
and this is Ted Bed, by the way.
He says the secret ingredient is
WD-40.
No,
I've asked Ted Bed to come trout fishing with me on the Whiteley Creek, which is a local creek. And I've got a decline on all of that.
We'll get to that down the road, because we
But-
got no overtime this summer, so I got a lot of free time on my hands.
My man went fishing with Willie K, the trout master, and got smoked.
Yeah, I mean, Willie K got more trout than almost Randy Flamethrower got your wives out there.
That's a lot, too, fellas.
Because let me tell you, this man feels his limit every time he goes hunting.
I got to throw something back. I got a few that ain't keepers. They got to go.
Let me read off another one while I'm hot on the trot here. Let me just tell you here. I'm going to read it from my script here. I got a script. Johnny Law tagged Ted Bed going 68-45.
Got him.
Goddamn, the fuzz was after me, and they got me. Thankfully, he just let me off on a ticket for some traffic device.
Obedience to obey traffic control devices.
Yeah, whatever the hell that means, but that's what I got. The Cliff Notes version of that is I didn't get no points to come off,
Nope.
and I lived to fight another day with $170 less in my pocket.
In 1999, the manoboy got arrested or charged for the same thing. And it was $135. So now you folks can understand how inflation
Inflation's a son of a bitch.
affects our laws. It's terrible.
Right.
He gets banked for $170 for obedience to obey traffic control devices. And in 1999, the manoboy gets the same fine, and it's $135.
The key to it is, though, no points.
No
that-
points.
yeah.
That's saying
No,
that
that's a state cop's go-to. He's saying, I'm doing you a favor by not giving you no points for this charge. Is it fair? Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, yeah. Hey, let me tell you, prior to me getting pulled over, I was at a Steel Panther concert slamming fucking Molson's like it's goddamn fucking...
I'd never admit to drinking and driving, but that's you.
I'm not admitting to it. I'm just saying that hypothetically, I was at the Steel Panther concert slamming fucking Molson's like it was goddamn Fiji water straight from the source. And I paid for that the next day, by the way, with a fucking splitting headache. So everyone out there who's interested in drinking a new change of beer, don't go to fucking Molson. Because I woke up with the absolute worst headache that I ever fucking had in a long time. And I'd like to say that I'm almost a professional drinker. I do it on occasion. But that was not the goddamn remedy. Today's podcast is sponsored by PBR and Miller Lite, by the way.
And that is thanks to the manoboy. I have to throw that.
Man, that boy had to pay admission today.
Well, I'm going to stay on the police topic here and go shoot down my list to number 5 and turn it into number 2.
Yeah, buddy.
And this is more of a rant and an observation than anything. And I am super sick of these taxi cabs around here I don't know if
What
you guys seen them or
cabs?
not. They're taxi cab.
We don't have them around this
I don't know if
area.
I don't know if it's a taxi or not. It's called Tri-County Access, which I'm assuming is Washington, Westmoreland.
That has to be up north.
I'm not familiar.
And they look like fucking cop cars. They're white Impalas with the little
Ready flamethrower.
light on the driver's side rearview mirror.
Yeah. No, I seen that.
Yeah, they look exactly like cop cars until it either passes you or you go by it and you realize, okay, this is a fucking taxi cab. But this is a public service announcement to any of these buttholes out there that may be driving one of these lookalikes. I'm sick of slamming on my brakes and getting worried.
He's thrown it into low gear because of you schmucks.
I'm getting sick of driving the speed limit because I got one of these imposters behind me. Okay?
I love it.
I don't know what to do about this, but I feel like if a taxi cab or one of these old people shuttles, whatever the fuck they are, they should have to change their colors or at least take that little light off the side of your fucking rearview mirror that makes it look like you're a cop. I do not want to go 35 miles an hour anywhere, let alone on a 9-mile stretch because I got a cab behind me. So I think these people need to go away because they're wearing out my fucking brake pads and they're stressing me the fuck out. And they're all over the place where I live. I'm surprised you guys haven't come across this.
We don't have them. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, look where we live. We're down here in fucking. We still got horses and carriages around here.
We're in Hucklebuck County, and we don't have that.
Man, it irritates me because they infest my area. And like I said, when you see a cop car, your initial reaction is you panic.
You're braking and yeah, absolutely.
100% sober, going the speed limit, obeying all traffic signs and things like that. And you see a cop car, boom, you're hitting the fucking brakes. And you're looking around.
First reaction.
You're looking at all your fucking gauges. You're checking all your mirrors to make sure you do nothing fucking wrong because you don't want a ticket. So taxi cab drivers, what happened to brake yellow or some other indicator that you're not a police officer?
No, I agree with you, buddy. I agree with you full-heartedly. And what they're doing is they're buying them. Those are used cop cars that they're buying
at auction,
like the Perio flea market on the
Periopolis. You got to throw them out there.
They're buying those at the Perio flea market. So this is fucking horseshit. So they suck ass. Where am I at in this list? I got one.
What are we looking at Uber?
I don't know if there's
in
Uber
this county.
I don't think there's Uber around here. I could be wrong. I don't know.
There's some in Uniontown.
There's some in Uniontown.
So we're making the way into the Uber situation.
And definitely Morgantown.
But it's not helping southwestern Greene County, folks. We need Uber drivers.
No, they don't drive on dirt roads.
No.
We're going to have to get Uber drivers into Greene County before this can be taken care of.
You got to get pavement in Greene County before you get fucking Uber.
Yeah, let's move on from this.
All right, we can move on.
This is a sports type question right here I wanted to throw in there. Aaron Hernandez got off the hook this week with that double murder charge. That's done. He's off the hook.
I read he was acquitted.
Yeah, his lawyer says he'll be out of jail. This could be a huge pickup for the Patriots. We can probably pick him up on a discounted rate right now.
Yeah.
He was going from making 19 cents an hour in jail to possibly making about $350,000.
Right.
You know,
we can't forget, murderer or not, how good of a fucking football player that dude was.
Hey,
he was unreal good.
Murderers are really good football players. Remember Ray Lewis?
Ray Lewis was great.
Exactly.
Ray Lewis is the greatest middle linebacker in NFL history.
And that's
Steelers fans, if you don't like it, you can suck a fat baby's dick, because that's a fact.
And that's a murderer motherfucker. But we got a side note here. He still has a potential 4 to 5 years in jail for that gun possession charge up in the Massachusetts colonies.
Right.
But let me just throw this out there. If he came to the Brew Barn Court of Law, the Honorable Judge Bed would definitely say, you're off the hook, son. You've got time served.
See, that's surprising because most people are immediately guilty until proven innocent.
Let me tell you why I say this. And the only reason why I say this is because the guy that he was accused of actually murdering, he was a turd.
Well, yeah, I'm
sure.
sure
There ain't many people missing that guy. So he probably did us a favor and saved a lot of taxpayer dollars with 18 court cases down the road. So I'm actually going to give him a good game slap on the ass and say, congratulations, welcome to the Patriots in this new season. I can't wait to win the Super Bowl again. But I just want to throw that out there and let our fine listeners know that Aaron Hernandez just very may well be going into the free agency pot any given moment.
Right. The only other alternative to that is he ends up hanging out with Ray Rice in the untouchables pool.
But you can take that, and this is from the Manboy to all the folks out there. Look what happened with Michael Vick. Came straight out of jail to an NFL team. Didn't matter who it was. Still played good ball. Like him, hate him. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Hernandez, I believe, is probably younger than Vic was when he come out of jail, too.
I believe he is.
And Vic had a harder position to learn and deal with a new team, too. So, good point there, man, boy. Moving on.
Thank you, sir.
You want me to keep on? How many you got?
I got 6 left.
Let me read a couple of these.
I think you got 3 and he's got...
No, I don't got
3.
I got fucking a whole nother back page.
Oh, then this will just carry on. No big deal.
Let me talk about this jabroni this is the stupidest story I've read in a long time.
You pulled out the jabroni card.
Yeah. A Florida barber was killed for refusing to give a $2 haircut. This guy strolled into the barber shop in Florida, and this guy wanted a $2 haircut.
Is this a black barber?
I'm a bald ass motherfucker. No, I'm a bald ass fella.
Have to ask.
And I ain't got a haircut in a long time. But I believe the last time I did get a haircut, it was about $14 or $15 to chop that hair up. Now this guy comes strolling in and says he wants his job done for $2. I guess he went back in a time machine and thought this was 1967.
I get mine done for $5.
So what? Well, since this guy couldn't get his $2 haircut, he came in and blew the fucking barber away. Went out, got his gun, and blew the fucking barber away. So that's what I'm bringing up to the table. I'm saying that it's reasons like that. It's why they got to have them better background checks for the fucking guns. Or on the flip side, to make it sound like I'm not a gun activist or anti-activist or whatever, give everybody a gun and let nature play its course.
Yeah. See, this is the way I look at it. If I'm a barber and somebody comes into me and it's insulting, like you said, the last time I got a haircut was on the Marine Corps base, Camp Lejeune, and it was a $6 haircut. Okay, and you got your $6 worth. Yeah. I mean, you ain't styling and profiling on the right.
But they had the Flowbee thing with the suction.
What, a $6 haircut?
Yeah.
But if I'm running my business and you come in there and you insult me insisting on a $2 haircut, I'm gonna take my clippers, I'm gonna go right down the middle of your freaking grate, and I'm gonna give you a $2 haircut. And I'm going to tell you, get the fuck out of my barbershop.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to fuck your shit.
I think it's fair.
And then at that point, I'm going to be ready for you. This guy's probably going to come back angry.
I think it's fair.
And I'm going to be prepared to defend myself at this point.
You pay for a $2 haircut.
You're getting one.
You're getting $2 worth of haircut.
If you ever asked the Gorgeous Randy Flamethrower for a $2 haircut, you're getting the
Gorgeous Randy Flamethrower. I like your standpoint on it. You pay $2 for a haircut, you get your $2 worth.
You're getting the choppiest looking shit you ever seen in your life.
That's it from the Manboy.
Let me take us a quick break so we can take a pause for cause, take a piss, and we'll be right back with you.
You're unbelievable.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back in hot. I still got a shit ton of things to go over. Flamethrower's got a couple, so I'll go first.
All right.
Flamethrower's story. He has been all over for a month. April the giraffe finally gave birth. It's been live streaming since February. And Randy has been following every step of the way.
Riveting footage.
These giraffes They stay preggo for 13 to 15 months, and the gorgeous Randy Flamethrower has been glued to the television like he has been waiting for the last episode of Friends.
No, it's sick behavior, and the Manboy disapproves. But
Flamethrower,
let's go.
enlighten the people and let them know the triumphs and tribulations of giving birth to this giraffe.
Oh, first of all, I'm going to stifle this myth that I give a flying fuck about this giraffe or anything that comes out of it. But I can't dispute the fact that giving birth to a giraffe is an arduous process. That's a long-ass neck you're waiting on to come out.
The Manboy disapproves about all this. Why is this even news?
Hey, people care about animals.
They do
Look how
not.
they reacted when that fucking gorilla got shot. What was that gorilla's name? The famous one?
Haramba.
Yeah. You know,
Manboy said his piece. Do what you will with this knowledge.
The gorilla didn't get a 21-gun salute and get buried at Arlington National fucking Cemetery the way people acted about him.
No, sir.
And that was people choosing a human's life over a gorilla. You know, and I don't know.
This giraffe.
And here's this goes deeper. And this is on the fly. I just thought of this. There's a website you can go on. I think it's called Africam.
Africam my ass.
Right? And you can watch. They have cameras set up in Africa in the wilderness out there.
To watch this thing have a baby?
No. It's just watches like high traffic wildlife areas, and it's 100% streamed in real time. So, and I went on this. I'm like, I'm kind of curious. You know, maybe you go in there, you see a fucking hippo, or you see something get eaten, or whatever, and it's just pretty much just 99% of the time you're just sitting there watching a fucking watering hole.
So you're saying Octomama is the same difference. It intrigues people's
wildlife
vigilance.
Interests people. Think about how many fucking
this woman had 8 babies on TV, and you're worried about one giraffe.
Well, no. Think about how many
Babies
hours.
are every day. Giraffes take 15 months.
Yeah, think about how many hours these rednecks around here spend watching fucking trail cams.
I might have to
And
be
these
inclined
motherfuckers
to agree with Randy Flamethrower.
These
on this
motherfuckers
one.
will ruck out into the woods to get a memory card to plug it in their shit to watch a trail cam, hoping they'll see a buck.
On the real, though,
You know?
do you give less than a shit about this giraffe? Because I don't.
No,
I'm pretty sure that the fabulous Ted Bed and Randy Flamethrower give less than a shit about this fucking giraffe.
No,
This
I
is
don't.
stifling news. Okay? This don't come along.
Are you intrigued?
No.
I'm not intrigued.
Exactly, folks.
I'm not intrigued by this.
You got
specific,
the news here first.
I'm not intrigued by this specific situation, but I understand how people are intrigued by animals. Like I love going on YouTube and watching videos of like the rams that headbutt each other and shit.
What about the fainting goats?
The goats fainting?
You gotta love
Like
the
when
fainting
when you
goats.
scare them and they
Who doesn't love a fainting goat?
It's good television.
That is good business.
But
Anytime you see a goat walk 15 feet and then fall over, that's good business in my
You
eyes.
gotta give it one of them,
I love it.
and they drop over.
On to new things. What do you got next for us there, Ted Bed?
You want me to go?
No, you good.
This one, I don't know if you got this or not. I know great minds think alike, so you might have to be scratching one off your list. A Denver man, a 42-year-old Denver man, died recently from participating in a donut eating challenge.
I didn't write that down.
This individual was attempting to eat a half a pound donut in, I believe, 8 minutes. I don't know how far he got into this donut, but a part of it ended up getting lodged in his throat. And he died because nobody in the area knew how to perform the Heimlich properly.
That's actually unbelievable. I thought that was just one of them standard things that you learn throughout life that just almost comes natural, so to speak. You know what I mean?
It ain't rocket science, I don't
No,
think.
there's not a whole lot of... there ain't much to it. You get behind the son of a bitch, you put your fucking palms together in their chest bone, and you give it a good old hee-ho. You know?
You can even do it yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
You lean over the chair and you push down.
There is a device out there in this world. This is coming from the Manboy. To all you folks listening, it is called the Life Vac.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I have it right here on the phone there, B.
Well, these people can't see phones. You gotta your
describe.
words is their eyes.
This is a suctional tool to where if you are choking, whether it be you or a family member, you strike down once and suck up. It's like a, well, I don't know how to explain it on the air, but it looks just like this. I'm showing it to Ted Bed right now.
These people don't know what this is.
It looks like a spring.
You gotta be better than this.
And you suck it down once on their throat, and it sucks whatever the object is out of their throat into a little harness, and you can save their life. It's called the Life Vac.
Yeah, see, that's good and all, but I mean, this doesn't seem like an epidemic.
It is a proven fact.
I mean,
I'm showing you it.
Yeah, no, I believe the product exists. What I'm saying is, I don't know too many people that are gonna, constantly carry it around.
It costs $65, by the way.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know if,
I think it will work.
I don't know if
honest to God, I do. I mean, I believe the way that it looks.
I just feel like the Heimlich is free, and it ain't exactly fucking rocket surgery to perform.
If you had a cashew in your throat, I think I could suck it out with that.
Right.
If you choke on a cashew, you got more problems than a sump pump that you need for your fucking throat. I just thought it was funny that dude choked to death trying to inhale a fucking half-pound donut in 8 minutes.
That is a...
And speaking of...
why would you ever do that?
Speaking of half-pound donuts, a colleague of mine gave me one of these
Amish
donuts.
Here we go.
Not too long ago. And let me tell you what. This fucking thing is the size of a lawnmower tire. Covered in sugar. And it's a hell of a donut. Have you guys tried these Amish donuts that are... Have you seen them? They're this fucking big. They're big, as big as a push mower tire.
Is that something Bilo gave you?
No. Have you ever had one?
No.
He brought me a cheese Danish once.
Donuts.
Highly recommended.
Is it
Does
good?
it look like this fucking Molten Mountain of Man eats donuts?
Well, if you ever have a cheat day scheduled, try to get yourself an Amish donut.
Okay.
Moving on.
I try to take care of this fucking physique.
Okay, he says I'm up, I'm going to go. Okay, this goes out for all you Pennsylvanians out there. There was a fucking story that the Cleveland police, they're on a hunt for a suspect that was actually stupid enough to broadcast a murder on Facebook. Well, I was watching the local news today, and they're saying that this character might have filtered down into Pennsylvania now. So this guy who thought that it was a good idea to go ahead and murder somebody live on Facebook and think that he could probably get away with this, he's now creeping in your backyards. So you should probably be extra vigilant while you're out on the prowl tonight or the next day or the day after that. He's a colored fella, a little bit hefty in size, and I'm sure if you watch the news or type in creeper who killed someone on Facebook, you're going to see what this individual looks like, and hopefully he's not trying to knock on your door and sell you Girl Scout cookies.
Right. And here's some breaking news from the Brew Barn.
Go ahead.
What they won't tell you is that this individual was a Muslim.
Oh, that dirty son of a Muslims.
There's a witness out there that apparently knows this individual, and he's been cited at one of the local mosques in the Cleveland area. And also to update his whereabouts, there has been reports that people have seen him in the Philadelphia area. The police are unable to verify that, but they have searched the area. They closed a bunch of schools down today and stuff like that, looking for this dude. So, but long story short, the police report I read as of maybe an hour and a half ago, they have no idea where this dude is. So watch your back doors, lock your front doors, and keep your guns loaded, one in the pipe, in case this maniac decides to show up. Because you might be next on Facebook Live.
Take no prisoners, people. Take no prisoners.
Nope. All right. I got one that's pretty bizarre, and you might have read about this one too. A sorority girl from Northern Kentucky University had apparently staged a fake cancer stunt.
Oh, no, I didn't see this.
For many, many, many months. And this girl was claiming that she had stage 3 stomach cancer, and she shaved her head and was riding around in a wheelchair. So she was pretty into character here as far as this goes. And her sorority had held fundraisers for her and raised large amounts of money. And her parents were even fooled by her deceitfulness. And what immediately came to my mind is, if one of my kids called me from Northern Kentucky University and said, "Hey, Dad, I got stage 3 stomach cancer. I want to make a visit." I'm saying, "Hey, you know what? They're daughter of mine. I'm gonna take you to your next doctor's appointment. I don't want you to be alone in this battle. I'm gonna take you to your next doctor's appointment."
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not saying for the sake of verifying, but I'm gonna want to support a child with stage 3 cancer. I'm not just gonna say, "Okay, well, that sucks for you. You're on your own. Stay out there at the university and leave you hanging high and dry." How you feel about that?
No, that don't make no much sense. So what was she pulling a stunt for?
I think she's scamming money because her cell phone, they had set up some kind of donation center, and her cell phone.
GoFundMe account?
No, she had that too, but her cell phone was the forwarding service for people calling in and donating money, whether or not they were giving her credit card numbers or what. So I'm assuming
this is where I get a problem with that. My father, 2-time survivor of cancer. Once it was the terrible kind, the prostate.
Right.
Second time it was esophageal. And we set up a GoFundMe account for him. And these people were playing off of America's account for that? That's terrible.
Yeah, well, she was scamming. She was tugging on the heartstrings of America here.
You don't do that.
Well, no, yeah, clearly you don't do that. I agree with that 100%, but I just don't understand how she was able to pull this off for so long.
And the authorities, for real, should be involved in that. If you're taking and scamming money, I think, this is from the Manboy's point of view, you're scamming money from the people.
Yeah, I think the authorities are highly involved in this.
I think
they should be.
She should just get injected with fucking stage 3 cancer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, that's
she's calling,
highly unlikely that it will happen.
She's calling down the thunder. I think she should get injected right in the pee hole with stage 3 cancer.
If you've never been affected by the cancer bug and you want to make money off of it, that is a straight ticket to hell for me.
Yeah, I'm not saying it.
Does everybody agree?
She's going to hell. She's burning. She's burning.
She should.
Here we go. Here's a good one. On a lesser note of cancer. Nintendo announced it will discontinue the retro system. You guys seen the retro system?
Yeah.
It was like only the hottest item in the fucking world. They're discontinuing it in the U.S. Even though sales is through the roof. There's no good reason why. They just said,
is that like the Mike Tyson's Punch Out?
Yeah. They just says we're done. So if you're lucky enough to find one, you better snatch that motherfucker up, because prices are about to go through the goddamn roof. So I just wanted to give a heads up to all the listeners out there. If you was interested in buying one of them Nintendos before, you might want to jump on that real fucking quick, because them dirty, rotten Japs, they're not making them no more for the United States.
See, Nintendo seems, maybe they're on to something, because like they make shit that goes in and out of style super quick. Like
what
people,
you're saying
people
is,
have been playing the PlayStation 4 for years now, right? When did that come out? Like
2007.
Yeah, and then you got the Xbox One, which came out
in 2007.
Right, and it's still being played. Right, it's still the fucking the system. I mean, I'm sure there's been some minor upgrades.
I think in the last 4 years, maybe 5, PlayStation has been the upper hand.
Right, but what I'm saying is that system is continuing to sell to this day. Like, when's the last
but
time?
When you're saying
Nintendo
to me, Randy Flamethrower and Ted Bed, that Nintendo is coming out and saying they're not going to sell.
No, what I'm saying, what I think is they're saying, you know what, fuck you people. We made the Nintendo Wii for about 12 years. Nobody's played it in 10. And we got a bunch of these fucking Wii's backlogged in our fucking
Well, I still have a Wii.
I just don't
Right, but
understand.
you'll play it.
No.
I don't understand why, like I said, they can't even keep these things on the shelves in the United States.
But
they just says, fuck it, we're done.
I think they're going to. I think they're doing that for it's strategic.
Can
They're
you
gonna
agree
say,
with
they're gonna
me?
Cut it off, and they're going to make people wait for the fucking Super Nintendo that's going to come out.
can you? Well, Super Nintendo came out in like 1990.
That's them,
Six.
You're
But-
sitting on a gold mine right now. You're going to let it pass you by.
Can you let the games go by that
Yeah.
us as nostalgic game players want to play? I love Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Ted Bed does it too. I'm pretty sure.
Just so I can play Tyson.
I'm pretty sure he can tell you the secret code.
No, I don't know. I don't use the code.
It's up, up, down, down, A, B, A, B.
That's
But-
Contra, you asshole.
No, it ain't.
That's not Mike Tyson's. Mike Tyson's got a fucking 636
Huh?
10-digit code.
Well, I may be wrong.
$1,000.
I may be wrong, but the folks who love the nostalgic gameplay are not going to allow this to happen, Ted Bed.
They don't have the choice. Nintendo says this is the way it is. So you should have got while the gotten was good. That's just
But
the way
I'm
it
pretty
is.
sure.
They're done. They're not making any more for the United States. There's nothing more to be sure about.
Then we're all hosts.
It's already announced. There will be no more fucking Nintendo.
I was almost certain that it was up, down, A, B,
Contra.
select.
Yeah, he's right. You're wrong.
Contra.
And it may be a different game, and I'm allowed to be wrong. I'm only one man.
Here's how I don't get wrapped up in the gamer thing. Here's my strategy. When I play Madden, which I don't play very often.
Which
what I
one?
do. Here's what I do. Oh, the newest one, whatever the fuck it is, 17. I play Madden. I put it on rookie. Right? And if the team I'm playing scores one touchdown, I quit. I hit the fucking reset button, and I try again until I beat this team 78 to fucking 0.
That's almost like you could take it with Tiger Woods when his last game came out. When Tiger Woods' last golf game came out, you could start it up, play it, and if you didn't like the way you drove it off the first tee, you could shut the game off and start over again.
Yeah, see, that's the way it should be, because I fail enough in real life that I don't need to go into pretend mode and get all.
So if you throw an 89-yard interception return for the team that you're playing,
that's immediate pause.
immediate
Start,
pause,
quit,
shut off,
move on.
quit it. Yes,
That's it.
and that is today's world, folks.
We make no flaws at the brew barns.
No,
We're gonna take it to our advantage and shut the game off and start over.
That's the way it goes. I pay $60 for that goddamn game.
We're a bunch of schmucks.
I'm winning the Super Bowl every year, or I won't play it anymore. Fuck them.
I got 5 left. You got 4 left. Let me shit one out real quick.
Can we scratch that one off?
Which one?
The one you just.
I did scratch it
Yeah,
off already.
okay. We're good.
Here's a stupid one. I'll just shit out real quick. A woman wrecked into a deer in Latah.
Wrecked into a deer.
Yeah, smashed into a deer in Latah County, Idaho, after reportedly spotting a Sasquatch chasing a deer.
No.
She said it was between 7 and 8 feet tall.
No.
Now, I want to throw it out there, ladies and gents.
How is that news?
If you're in the state of Utah, better watch out, because Squatch is on the prowl, and he might be looking to fucking pile drive your butthole and fucking, I don't know, eat some deer in front of you.
You better
No.
you better pack up all your fucking Jack Link's beef jerky and bury it in
That
the basement.
woman obviously has problems with glaucoma.
Now, she went into the police station and reported this and everything.
She has this problem with glaucoma because she's smoking weed on the downside.
Yeah, I'm saying she probably shit her pants and wrecked and blamed it on Sasquatch.
Randy Flamethrower, do you agree with the man boy or not? Nobody is going to run into a deer and then say that.
Hey, you don't know. She might have seen Sasquatch.
She might have seen Sasquatch.
There's TV shows.
I can't discount what this woman's seen.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there for all you Sasquatch watching fans. All you people who have ever watched any Sasquatch show, how many Sasquatches have you seen?
I've seen fucking Harry and the Hendersons. I've seen every Jack Link's beef.
Am I right
That
or wrong?
motherfucker is out there, and he looks the same almost every time I've seen him on TV.
I know that I like Jack Link's beef jerky. Believe me.
They're onto something.
And here's the thing: these people fucking with him, pulling the football up when he's trying to kick a field goal and tipping over.
But on the real,
golf course,
I don't give much validity to that.
They're
at
onto
all.
something. Someone had to see this guy to create this character.
There can't be I saw a Sasquatch and I swerved to miss the Sasquatch and then
well, if I had
Nothing.
a choice, I'm not running into Sasquatch.
No, I mean that deer.
Yeah, because he's coming through the windshield about.
So you guys are on the Sasquatch train like he believed.
Over and beat me in the
You
face.
see what he did in that golf cart in the commercial?
You heard it here, folks. Randy Flamethrower and the fabulous Ted Bed believe in Sasquatch.
I'm just saying.
And the one and only Manboy is calling bullshit on that.
I've got the evidence there isn't a Sasquatch.
Right.
Flamethrower, take us to the next one.
All right, this one's kind of funny. The Jade Massage Therapy in Austin, Texas,
I might like this one.
clogged their city sewer with so many used condoms that they were eventually busted and investigated for prostitution. And during this investigation, hundreds of used condoms were found clogging the fucking drains of this city.
It doesn't
And
prove
they were
contempt.
tipped off by the property management company that apparently had to come out every 2 days and snake all these rubbers out the drain. That hey, there might be something going on here, and I didn't write the names down. The husband seemed to be American, and can you guess the ethnicity?
Asian.
Asian. The wife was of the Asian persuasion, and was apparently running one of these typical Asian massage therapy places we hear so much about. That's a lot of business. We're talking about a major city sewer system. If you're clogging that with rubbers, like you're flushing a lot at one time. Like there's a lot. I don't know if they're saving them and dumping them at one time.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I just don't know how you clog a fucking major. There's got to be a fucking 12-inch pipe.
I don't understand what rubber has to do with the system, the sewer system. But you know what, nonetheless.
Well, the sewer system broke the case wide open.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a whorehouse. Anytime you tell me about there's a massage parlor, it's automatically a whorehouse in my fucking eyes.
Yeah.
If you say you're going to get a massage, I'm just saying that you're getting either jerked off, sucked off, or finger banged.
Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or there's a happy ending at the end of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just it.
Does that apply to all of them or Asian ones?
No, it's all the Asian ones. It's got to be all the Asian ones.
Yeah, 100% of the Asian.
They love you long time.
Yeah.
You know. So but for there to be, the fucking enough rubber in the goddamn sewer traps to cause concern. What city was this in?
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Ladies and gents, if you're single out there and you're looking for a good time, head on down to Austin, Texas for your next vacation, 3-day getaway. You can probably have a good old time and get your rocks off.
I almost think he went on purpose.
Let me see.
And I love it.
You know what? I'm going to skip my last two. I'm going to go straight to my last one. Seems like we're dragging on with the fucking hot topics of the week, so I'm going to go to our last one. Ladies and gents, I got you one of my good old apps of the week. You know I always do my best to find you an app, and I found you one this week. Okay, here you go. The fucked up app of the week. In March, students at Harvard announced a smartphone app for fertilely conscious men. Fertilely. So if you're worried about your,
I'm one of those.
if you're worried about your swimmers,
I should be.
this concerns you. Where was I
You
at?
clipped?
Okay, it will cost
Are you
you
clipped?
$10. If you want this app,
He's a fertile man.
If you want this app, it's going to cost you $10, and it will tell you your sperm concentration, motility, and sperm count. And it includes a magnification chip that instantly reports the results.
What he's wanting to know is we're getting our sperm counted, son.
Yeah, if you want, so if you're worried about if you're worried about how powerful of a pack you're punching, For $10, you can download this app, and they'll send you a chip, and you can shoot one onto this chip, and it's gonna read you your how fertile myrtle you are. Pop.
I refuse.
That's pretty impressive technology.
Yeah,
How much is this at?
And
$10. $10. That's it.
$10.
$10, and it's going to tell you if you're ready to go or
on the Ted Bed's beliefs,
yeah.
the man boy, and I'm putting this out on the air, will have his, I hate to say it, but I'm going to have my testicles hit and split, whatever they have to do.
Well, I don't hate to say it. I've already done it. And I'm going to tell you now.
He said it cost me $27.
$28. I don't think you will. Because my good old buddy Myron, the dirty Mexican. Okay, ladies and gents, we had to cut the fucking last thing off because Manboy fucked up and mentioned people's real names. So we have to just get away from the fucked up app of the week. And if you want to get your sperm count, look for that app from the students from Harvard. Flamethrower, do you have anything else to leave off with?
Yeah. Are we cutting it short?
I'd raced all mine, so
right,
we're down to
yeah.
whatever you got.
I guess we'll go to the last one. Did you guys hear about the Navy SEAL who's getting investigated right now for, I guess, moonlighting as a porn star? And his wife, I did a little digging into this, and his wife is actually a legitimate porn star.
No, I didn't know this.
Her name is Jules Jade. And she's made a lot of videos. A lot of professionally made videos out there of this guy's old lady. And I guess word had come about that he's helping her out in many of these videos. And I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, obviously it's not the most, milk and cookies, good guy persona that I guess you want floating around the military that doesn't exist anyway. Anybody that's ever been in the fucking military knows that everybody's a fucking scumbag.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it doesn't hurt my feelings at all that this guy is banging his old lady who happens to be a porn star. I mean, just you're looking at two consenting adults here are doing it in their free time. And I guess this dude had been, the whole command, the whole unit was aware of this situation. So it's not like he's exactly keeping it a secret. So I don't know. Do you feel like this guy should be disciplined or held accountable for doing this, or
I don't
what?
really see how you can hold him accountable. I mean, he's looking for employment elsewhere.
Yeah, and it's not like he's interfering with his duties.
Yeah, as long as they keep on sending them goddamn gimmicks through the mail called bills, this man got holes to fill, and he's got to do whatever he's got to do to make ends meet. And if it's beating some cheeks and fucking whatever. No. Obviously, this guy has the talent to be a porn star because I couldn't just walk up to the plate and perform like this. I mean, I can give you like short films.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to give you the marathon shots by any means.
Yeah, I ain't gonna set any records.
No, you're not going to watch me and say, "Oh my God, look at the size of that wiener." You might say, "Oh my God, look at the size of that wiener. It sucks so bad." I'm not exactly porn star material. What do you think, Barky Laser? Okay. He said he thinks the same thing too. His Barky Laser's Red Rocket's been hanging out non-stop. I think he's got to fucking plug Bella's hole, but he just can't get to it. Flamethrower, we got anything else on the burning hot topics of the weeks?
No, that was my last one. So I guess we can we'll take a break and then come back with the questions from the masses.
That's it. We got a break coming up, folks. We're going to hear what you got to say right after this. All right, ladies and gents, we're back, and we got gorgeous Randy. He's going to spew you some vinegar right off the top. Hear what you got to say.
All right, here we go. Number one. This is coming from our good buddy, the shitbag from Carmichael's, who's getting extra shitty this week. And he states, I need my damn fix of podcast. This delayed podcasting is unsat. You two need to get this shit together. And I guess I'll take the lead on this because I feel like this is directly at my forehead. So I don't know what to tell him other than issue an apology. This is my favorite thing in the world to do. and I know this butthole knows that. And,
he is a butthole,
he
dude.
He is a
dirty, rotten, backstabbing butthole.
But unfortunately, my family life demands a lot of me, and I try to place that as my number one priority, as it should be. So I will issue a rare apology from the flamethrower because I'm very rarely wrong. And we will try to get our act together. At least I will. But to be fair, we had WrestleMania, which is the Christmas of the Brew Bar, the Brew Barn Christmas. The fabulous one was off at the North Pole for that. And then I had baseball-related matters to get to, so it's not totally, hey, I'm too lazy to get off my couch and come bullshit with a buddy about the burning topics of the week. So that sounds like a lot of excuse-making. What do you got from your end on this?
Well, with their time cutting down at work, and I won't be off jet-setting and exploring the world like I've been known to do once or twice, I guess I'm just going to have to settle in and feed the masses. Drink it in, people. The barn is coming at ya. As long as Randy Flamethrower can get the fuck over here and do the show. For the Ted Bed, I'm ready to come at you every 7th day. So, shitbag from Carmichael's, as much of a backstabber as you actually may be, I'm going to do my best to provide you with the news that we have to deliver weekly.
See, and this is an unprovoked attack from the shitbag. Because there's ways to word this question that don't seem so accusatory. Okay?
Hey, he's a dirty, conniving son of a bitch.
He could have said, hey guys, I've noticed you've been podcasting less frequently lately and wondering if everything's okay. No. He comes right at us, you know what I mean, full bore, full tilt, one in the pipe, ready to put us out of our misery. So, thanks for the accusations there, shitbag. I'll see you soon.
He don't care if everything's okay.
No, he don't care.
He cares about us taking care of him, like I do on a nightly basis every time we work together. Right. I always have to piggyback him, and he's a wide load to carry sometimes.
Right, that's why you got the biggest back in the business.
He's been fucking fluffing up lately. He ain't been hitting the gym as much. He's been saying his fucking neck hurts or his back hurts or his fucking pussy aches. But the fact of the matter is that he knows that Ted Bed got broad shoulders and I can carry the load. And I can also shoot the load. Just ask everyone's old lady. Moving on.
There's no way to, that pretty much ended that conversation right there. Number 2. This has come from the Penn State Blue Belly from his cave in Carmichael, and he's coming right out the gate with a racist question. He wants to know, does the Brew Barn consider fishing an activity, a sport, or just one more excuse for white folks to get drunk and piss outdoors? And I'll take the lead on this.
Good.
Because
I agree.
I grew up bass fishing, and I love it. I can't say I consider it a sport. Because, in my opinion, a sport, you have to directly have somebody impeding your progress. A goalie, a defender, or something like that. I think we can all agree on that.
I have to disagree there.
It's an activity. It's an activity. No, you're going to lose that debate. It's an activity, possibly a competition. If you're fishing directly against somebody, it can be viewed as a competition. But yeah, I don't consider it an excuse to get drunk and piss outdoors because I didn't really start drinking when I was fishing until a few years ago because I was out there trying to catch fucking bass. I was ripping lips. Ripping lips. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the Blue Belly's getting at either. We got a lot of hate coming down the pipe this week.
Yeah.
Can the man boy interject?
Hold on.
And when I fish, it's nonstop. I got a 17-foot John boat I take out, and when I'm fishing, it's game on from the time I get there until somebody throws in the towel. So I don't know how you guys view fishing, but that's how I look at it.
Good, man, boy.
The man boy wants to interject.
The
I look at fishing in a different way. If you're fishing for one sport of fish, then it's okay to look at it like that. The man boy is a big cat fisherman. And when I say big cats, I don't say that as like I like to do it a lot. I fish for big cats.
Right. So you get noodling?
I do not. But
that's the way to catch the big catfish. You got a noodle.
This is not true. The man boy has a way of fishing for flathead catfishes that will put any big lunker on your line. I go out of my way, which I think what I do is illegal, and I don't care if I put it out on this podcast.
Well, Crow from Old National Pike League likes to use WD-40, so I'm sure it can't be much more illegal than that.
Crow got that idea from the man boy. I put it in his head, and he's working with it. It's fine. How many fish did he catch the other day, by the way?
Plenty.
A lot. Okay. The man boy does this. I don't know if it's legal or if it's illegal, but I love fishing. Randy Flamethrower, you love fishing?
Yes.
Here's what we're going to do. The man boy is going to take you and the Ted bed and yourself and Willie K out on his boat. He's going to have a boat. Didn't he just buy a boat?
I thought you said you had a boat.
I don't have a boat. Anyway, I go to a local pond that's close to my house. I buy lures and I buy catfish. I don't buy them. I catch them. Bluegills, about that big.
Right.
No bigger than that.
Right.
You can't have any bigger than that. And what I'm telling these folks is no bigger than 10 inches in circumference. I hook them. I put them in my live well. Aerated. Them bluegills will stay alive for days and days and days. About 25, 30 of them, put them in the live well, and I head to the river. I'm not going to say what part of the river I go to, but I go to the river. You take and put a number 10, number 12 size laser hook on a line. You grab that bluegill out of the live well, just with that fin that'll spike you if you don't grab it right. You hook them just underneath that so they can move. About 18 inches up, you put 2 1-ounce sinkers in between 2 split shots. And you heave it out there as far as you can into the middle of the river. Then you let it sink. Open up your bail. So it just runs.
You're dragging this motherfucker on, Jesus Christ.
I'm just telling you, that's how you catch these big ones.
Right. Well, long story short, in the bass fishing world, you just gave us the longest explanation of all time on how to cheat when you're fishing. Because in the flamethrower's opinion, which is the opinion, live bait is cheating. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
We'll get the bait down the road. I got another bait question down the road.
All right.
Good. Take us to the next one.
Number 3. This is a 2-parter from good buddy B-Rad from the Double R.
B-Rad.
I'll break it up. We'll do part 1, then I'll ask part 2. So
part
part 1
is
I've listened to every episode, and I know you guys have touched on many subjects, but I was wondering why it is that fat people are so sensitive. I mean, about everything from their weight to their looks, etc. Is it because they're so big that their sensitivity glands are that much bigger also? That's a good point, and I'm going to ponder that for a moment.
I don't know if fat people have sensitivity glands.
No, fat people got more of everything.
Yeah, they got glands that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let the fabulous one jump on this first while I ponder this question here.
Well, B-Rad, I got this answer for you. I've consulted with my scientific experts at the Brew Barn physics and criminological fucking DNA analysis test laboratories. And it just so happens this all stems from the, I forgot the name of the gland. Thyroid. It's a thyroid problem.
They always got a thyroid problem.
If it has to do with fat people, we got to blame it on the thyroid. I think that's the first rule of thumb. So anything that brings down a fat person, if a fat person is feeling fat, if a fat person is fat, if a fat person was to eat because they think they're fat, it's all due to the goddamn extraordinary activity of the thyroid. So I'm going to go along the lines of the fat person scapegoat here, and I'm going to have to pin the tail on the donkey of the thyroid.
Okay, so you're blaming it on an actual medical issue.
I don't think it's an actual medical issue. I think that's just a cheap fucking cop-out for saying, hey guys, I just want to eat some donuts. Hey, the fact of the matter is, you fat fucks, if you ain't burning more calories than you're intaking, you're going to be a stupid fat fuck. And if you're a stupid fat fuck, that means you're overweight and your body's slowing down as it is. So whenever you're not moving as much as a normal person, and your blood ain't pumping anymore, that means your activity levels ain't up. So you're probably not going outside and catching any vitamin D. So now you're looking at a vitamin D deficiency. And when you ain't getting sunshine, you ain't got sunshine in your life. So right. It's all doom and gloom.
Yeah, you're not getting all the sun you need when you're swimming with your shirt on. Okay. See, we talked about this the other day, and this is a good time to bring it up. I think fat people are so sensitive because they know that they can't have a grind up.
No.
Because if a fat guy were to come at me and try to, grind me up about, something that's going on, he knows what's coming next. He knows I'm coming both barrels.
Double barrel.
Yeah. Double barrel. Fingers on both triggers. Coming at his weight issue. And I'm going to hammer it. Yeah. So they avoid situations like that for the most part. And then when they get involved in one and you call them out for being a big fat nasty fuck, they don't know how to handle it because they haven't been acclimated to the grind up process.
If you're fat, it's not in your best interest
to talk shit.
To come at us with shit talk. Because I'm going to talk about you being fat, your fat wife, and then I'm going to talk about your fat kids. And nobody likes people talking trash on your kids.
Yeah.
And that's my number one go-to game. If your kids suck, I am going to fucking throw them down and stomp on them and just crush your feelings. Because you think that you're raising these kids to be all good and shit, but while you're stuffing fucking Twinkies down their throat, I'm sitting in the background laughing saying, oh yeah, my time is coming. I'm going to put these fuckers down. They're going to be fucking dyeing their hair purple because they got fucking hurt sensitivity feelings.
Right, and I think that is the issue, is that they're so reluctant to open that can of worms that when it does get opened, they're not fully prepared for the onslaught of verbal abuse that's coming down the pipe.
They can't retreat fast enough.
Right.
They can't retreat fast enough.
So they're not acclimated to the grind up because people hesitate too. People, talk shit. We work in an environment where it's, for the most part, good-natured shit talking or whatever. But if it gets down to brass tacks. And you got to hammer a dude on his fucking Dunlap gut, they want to get all twisted about it and feel some kind of way. So I think
if the man boy gets overweight, I hope that one of you two would punch him in the face.
Nope, because I'm not sinking my fist into your double barrel chin.
Right.
I'm just gonna hurt your feelings.
That's not a reply. That's a request.
I'm just saying, fighting a fat person is like fighting a handicapped person. Okay?
Are you getting what I'm putting down?
I'm not going to fight a person that's only good for 10 seconds of air. That's like saying, hey, that guy has an asthma problem. Let's fucking go at him.
Yeah.
Because that's the same deal.
Right. And that rolls right into part 2 of his question. And we'll jump on this. And I'm going to take the lead on this because I got a rant I've been saving. He wants to know, why are short, fat males always so angry and aggressive? And Ted Bed, you know who I'm talking about.
Napoleon syndrome.
I don't know who this person is, but I can definitely relate to the angry, aggressive, short, fat.
I pretty much just summed it up in 2 words. It's Napoleon syndrome.
No, well, my thing is, I see guys like this all the time at the gym. And they're fat guys that think they're big because they take up more space than other people. And I just want to put it out there to all you fat motherfuckers out there. Hopefully, I know we don't have any fat guys listening to the Brew Barn.
Can't be.
No.
Am I fat?
But if there may be, if you're 285 pounds of blubber and you're at the gym with a cut-off shirt on and you're barely putting up your body weight for a couple shitty reps on the bench, you're not strong, you're not intimidating anybody. Everybody just knows you as the fat dude that comes to the gym and struts around with the imaginary lat syndrome, you know what I'm talking about, where they're all like they're carrying
a suitcase.
They're carrying their fucking luggage like they're going out of town every second of the day. Nobody's buying that, fat guys. Everybody knows you're fucking fat. Nobody's impressed by the amount of space that you fucking take up. Because we all know you're worthless. Like the fabulous one said 10 seconds ago, you're good for 10 seconds and you're gassed. And then you're just one big heavy bag waiting to get fucking beat on until we get tired. Do we all agree with that?
I'm in agreement with that.
So what's your take on the short aggressive? Apparently you're more intimate with this question than I am.
Well, you know, them short, stout, aggressive little fucking...
Hold on. That's where I fall into, so tread lightly, sir.
No, I don't tread lightly on nothing. I'm just saying that, you know, these people who's short and stubby, they just want to be president. What can I say? You know, they have the idea in their mind that, well, maybe since I'm lacking in height and stature,
I'm 5'7".
that if I raise my voice loud and I make people know that I'm here, they'll cower down and they'll be intimidated by my loud voice. When in reality, that the little stubbies are just loud to divert the attention away from the thunder and the lightning that may be heading their way. Man, boy, what do you feel about this?
Well, I fall into that category, and I'm not prejudiced.
So are you admitting to being fat?
No, sir.
Okay, then you're not in that category.
But I do carry myself in a very high standard. Do I not?
I think you do.
I'm not obese as far as American standards are concerned. I'm a 5'7" guy, and I weigh 170 pounds. I'm not sure what the body mass index equates to that equation, but I take care of myself.
Yeah.
I don't go out and sit and eat Doritos all night long. I don't pride myself on being a lazy schluck. I'm active. I'm a golfer. I'm a fisherman. I do all kinds of stuff to make sure that I don't get overweight and obese to the fact that I have to have somebody tie my shoes for me.
All right, I think.
So the man boy came in with that, and if you don't like it, then fuck it. I don't care.
Where are we at? What question? What question was that?
That was number 4.
Was that commercial breakdown?
No, I think we got one more.
One more.
One more for a commercial. This is coming from the drill sergeant down there at Fort Benning, Georgia. And he wants to know what we think about the Navy SEAL that wrote a book about killing Osama bin Laden. And I'll let you take the lead on this.
You want me to go first? I'll go first. I think this guy is severely full of fucking shit. I don't think he did it. My humble, honest opinion is that Osama bin Laden's been dead for about fucking 15 years, well before the 9/11 attacks even occurred. I think they had... I'm the conspiracy guy.
That's a deep-rooted conspiracy.
Yes, I'm the conspiracy guy. I think that they had this shit. You know, they had his fucking stupid videotapes. And they no one knows what the hell that fucking jibber jabber language is, so they could have manufactured that to say whatever the hell they wanted to. So I think this was all a ploy from the government, because since I think the government blew up the towers, blew it up. Not wrecked that plane that came down, I think they blew it up. So I think this is all a deep part of conspiracy. So nonetheless, I'm going to go on record to say, if this guy shot the absolute most number one terrorist in the whole entire world, how's come there ain't no pictures that shows me that you killed the number one terrorist in the world? I'm going to tell you right now, if I was the guy who shot that motherfucker, wherever they did in that little house over and where the hell it was, I would have had his dead carcass propped up in my fucking crook of my arm, looking like we was BFFs from high school. Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, there would have been, I would have been teabagging him. Some fucked up pictures would have been out on the market for you to say, that motherfucking Ted Bed really fucking killed the Obama bin Laden, and he teabagged the shit out of him.
Well, that's an excellent point, because when they pulled Saddam Hussein out of that spider hole,
video everywhere
over in Iraq, and that picture that it's still floating around, you can find it. I mean, they're posing with this dude like Robbie the Redneck down there with an 8-point in the fucking woods. And there was no doubt in your mind. There was even video of him being hung.
Yeah.
Because somebody smuggled a cell phone in their butthole and managed to film his last moments.
You gotta boof it.
So, I agree with you on that. And as far as the dude writing the book, this comes as no surprise to me. Because Navy SEALs apparently, as much as I respect them and their mission and what they do, don't think otherwise, I think it is in their contract when they sign up. When they make it through BUDS, they have to sign a contract saying, hey, you're going to do 6 years, 8 years, 12 years, and then you're going to write a book about it. Because this market is flooded with Navy SEAL books, you know what I mean, coming from a group of people that are supposed to be the silent professionals of our military. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be the most top secret, sensitive missions in the world, and it seems like everybody that's ever been in a SEAL team is putting a book out there nowadays. Yeah. And they're all basically the same thing.
They shouldn't.
Oh, look at me.
If they're in a SEAL team, they should not be doing what you're saying.
It definitely goes against
I don't.
I'm a soldier. He's a soldier. You were a soldier. You don't talk about what you've done.
Well, I'm not saying there's a few outstanding stories that, like the Marcus.
It doesn't matter. Even with the one that the lone survivor, Marcus Luttrell, his story should have never been told. I don't feel it should have been, but they choose to run with it. I mean, now he's a national hero. Yes, hero. All his dudes got shot up.
That's what I'm saying. I can't even get a fucking 10% discount on Lowe's without having to give a DNA sample.
Am I right or wrong?
No, you're right.
Do I think Marcus Luttrell is a national hero? Yes, I do.
I don't think no one is.
He's been shot, blown up, and all the other fucking indifferences you can imagine as a soldier. And he's still alive to talk about it. He's a hero. Should be in his own right. Doesn't mean we have to fucking praise that. If you look at the story, you look at the movie, they did everything wrong.
I think these schmucks are just in it for a quick dollar.
I would have put those 3 little bastard children, Afghani bastards, along with the old man with the radio, tied to a fucking tree, or I would have shot them, one or the other.
Like I said, they're all in it to make a quick dollar nowadays.
You make your own decisions. I made mine.
We can come up.
I'd have shot them all.
We can come up with any stories we want to, but these guys took the bull by the horns, and they're just trying to get a quick dollar. No one knows the true story. No one. So it is whatever they say it is. And I'm pretty sure I killed Osama bin Laden. So until you prove it differently, I'm that guy. Hit me up on social medias. I'll tell you all about it. All right, with that being said, we'll take our commercial break, and we'll be right back with you.
Well, at least I know I'm free, but I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this man. God bless the USA.
ladies and gents, we're back with the back half of these questions, and we're going to get with you right now. Flamethrower, what's the people got to say?
All right, number 6 coming from our good friend Frankie from Boston. And she wants to know, how about the ugly fucking attire that people wear when they golf? Like, can't they wear sexy clothing? Is wearing ugly clothing going to make me putt any better? This is not in my wheelhouse.
Man, boy, you take the reins.
Yeah, you're.
Manboy has everything to say about this. It doesn't matter how you look when you play golf. It really don't. But looking the part helps. I know from my personal experience that the one and only Ted Bed has been known to show up at Duck Hollow Golf Course in knickers and high knee socks just to play a shitty round of golf is acceptable in this part of the country. But when you wear those kind of clothes and you make sure that you want everyone to know that you're seen, it's just a good time.
Yeah. Let me just tell you, there's no shame in my game whenever I show up to the course wearing them knickers or whatever, because I know there ain't many folks out there that can hit the long ball like Ted Bet. And chicks dig the long ball.
This may be a fact.
That's a fairly good point.
I think as far as your clothing statement is concerned, though, that's just the way that the golf thing is going nowadays. You got a lot of companies out there like Loudmouth and all that horse shit that they make a lot of money off of us jerk-offs going out there and getting drunk and looking like a bunch of jerk-offs. So I think more or less it's more about having fun and just saying fuck it.
It is a lot of fun.
I mean, golf is all about going out there on that course and you just forget about life for 18 holes and worry about how bad you suck on that fucking course.
Now, to add to this, when we get the fabulous one, the beautiful one, the only one, Randy Flamethrower out on the golf course, in them knickers, in them high knee socks, then we can talk about this situation.
I'm gonna wear a hockey jersey like Happy Gilmore. Yeah, to me,
it's not going to take long, folks. We will get him on a golf course.
To me, a non-golfer, probably the only interesting thing about the entire activity would be the ridiculous clothing that some people wear.
And the drinking.
It'll give me a chuckle every time I look at them, which makes me enjoy my day even more. I think there's even a few pros that dress pretty ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Ian Poulter is one.
And I don't know, it's not so much ridiculous as that used to be the thing, right? People used to actually
yes,
legitimately used to wear knickers and argyle socks.
Absolutely.
And some crazy looking shit. So
that's a true fact.
I do come from the school of, if you look like you know what you're doing, you probably know what you're doing mentality.
That's not true.
But it should be true, because if you're one of these, like me, I know I suck at golf, right? Oh, I've never played it, so
doesn't mean you're not going to come out and play.
But that also does not mean that I'm going to go to Dick's and spend $989 on high-speed golf materials to go out there and shoot a 700. I'm not going to spend my entire paycheck to hit the ball in a fucking
What
pond.
is the chances of the Manboy getting you out at Green County Country Club?
Oh, very high. I would have no problem engaging. In playing around at golf. I just don't. It's not something I've ever done in my life.
Now it may be something that you didn't like prior, but once we get you involved, me, you, and the Ted Bed, and a certain someone else, can't name no names.
Right, we learned that lesson the hard way.
Yes, we did, and that is the Manboy's fault. I'm sorry. But we can put all of us out on the golf course and have a great time.
Right.
Like I said, I think it's just about going out and have a good time, getting drunk, and saying fuck it.
Right.
Forget about life for a while, and that's what it is.
So is it good to say that Randy Flamethrower is coming out on the golf course with us this year?
Yeah, I'll get out there with you at some point.
Flamethrower's going to make his debut. We'll let you know how that goes, folks.
I'm putting a high five in the air.
You motherfuckers better come up with a left-handed set of clubs because I ain't buying it. I'll tell you that right now.
Poochie Pants got left-handed club.
Okay.
Poochie Pants will hook you up.
All right. Moving on.
Moving on.
All right. We got 2 questions here from Robbie the Rocket Launcher, and I'm going to give the first one now. What is your opinion on reporters following our troops around in combat? In my opinion, it shouldn't happen. Reason being that they are already responsible for the life of their unit. Why should they have the added responsibilities of having an unarmed, non-military piece of shit tag along? I want to take the lead on this.
Good, buddy.
Because I experienced this in overseas, and it was actually a CBS reporter. She's actually kind of famous. Her name was Laura Logan. I don't know if you guys ever heard of her or not.
I have not.
Really fucking pretty CBS reporter. She'd gone overseas. She's the one that got kidnapped in Egypt by all those weirdos over there. Long story short, she was at the FOB that we were at, and she was begging to go out with us. And she could not go out with us. We couldn't let her go and do what we did, but she would go with the regular platoons and go out and she was a rock. Like, I don't think she impeded anything that they did. You know, there was a couple times where she was in firefights on camera, and she pretty much did her job. She hunkered down, camera stayed where it needed to be, and she was fucking reporting through the entire process. You know, I think that they take their own lives in their hand at that point, and they realize that they're, you know what I mean? It's nobody's added responsibility to fucking protect them, is the mentality that I got from her and the cameraman at least. You know what I mean? But with that being said, it doesn't mean that we're not going to feel like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
we got this.
You feel like a turd if she got wasted on your watch.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it does put a lot of pressure. I think that for the sake of just overall morale, they shouldn't be allowed to tag along with stuff like that. I'm not saying they can't go on a FOB and interview a couple people or bigwigs or whatever. That's fine, because there's really no danger there for the most part. But as far as actually going out on missions and shit, no, that's a no-go. Because males are always going to protect females to an extent.
I'm just feeling like these people must be getting paid an astronomically amount of money to even want to do that.
Yeah.
And that sucks because we did it for fucking peanuts on $1. If you break down the money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I understand that they're looking for their big break, and it is what it is. I mean, the world that we live in today, everything gets fucking reported in the goddamn news. So I understand that people are just trying to make a living, and they're getting paid high top dollar to do it while we're fucking getting paid peanuts to do it. So I don't know. I think they should have to sign a fucking waiver and everything else that says if you get shot in the fucking face, it's not anyone's fault. But I don't think that'll take any guilt feeling away from the people that she went out with. So I'm going to have to give this one a no-go also. Just because of the psychological damage that can do for the people who was out on patrol with this fucking lunatic that wanted to make $100,000 compared to my fucking $10. So, no, you can't go out with me. I don't want to babysit. And like I said, I understand it's not technically babysitting, but if you got shot in the face while you was on my watch, I'd probably just be like, oh, man, that sucked.
Yeah, it's a burden that you don't need.
Yeah.
I think when you already got enough on your shoulders. And again, like I said, I can't give this chick enough credit because whether she should have been there or not, she had no fear.
Yeah.
No fucking fear or awareness. It could have been that she just fucking she was oblivious to this fucking fact that, you know what I mean, her death was right around the fucking corner. But, yeah, I mean, she was a fucking rock in the middle of all that shit, so she gets credit in my book.
Fear disappears when you're staring down the barrel of a six-digit payday.
Yeah, and we had a couple fucking Marines that thought they had a shot with this gorgeous ass reporter who was, I guarantee you, making $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
Married to a professional basketball player. And they were sweet talking this girl like they had any chance in the world. And for those of you who know who you are, if you happen to listen to this, you're fucking idiots still. I'm still laughing at you for thinking you had a chance with this girl, by the way.
Take us to part number 2.
Part number 2. I think Congress and or the Senate should butt the hell out of the rules of engagement and try to run the war from Washington. Most of them have no idea what our troops go through in the heat of combat. The split-second decisions that they have to make at times. What is your opinion? I agree 100%. I think war is a any means necessary business, and I think I read the other day that when we dropped that Moab on Afghanistan and decimated that entire tunnel system or whatever, I read a couple days later that Trump didn't make that decision.
No.
He left that decision to his generals. I think he gets that. He understands that he ain't there. He doesn't know what's going on, and he's gonna let the guys that know this shit run it. So that's a plus.
Dude, whenever I was over there, I heard all about the Moab. I thought it was a mythical creature that was never going to see the light of day. Well, guess what? That light of day came about a week ago.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that son of a bitch packs a punch.
The Ted Bed, when was you over there, sir?
I don't 90 or 2000 and whenever the hell it started. What was that? 2003, 4?
Iraq?
Beginning of 4. April of 2004.
Okay. Well, this is coming from the Manboy. Nothing against these soldiers. I was over there in 2001.
It didn't start in 2001.
Would you like to look that up, sir? When the Twin Towers fell?
September 2001.
That's when I was there, sir.
You're talking about Afghanistan.
Exactly. I don't take anything away from the soldiers who have been there. I was not lucky enough. I'm not saying that to be ignorant. But I was there when the shit started. I jumped into Kandahar Air Base. Nothing against anybody else, but I did. This war on terrorism is not what they think it is now. You know what I mean? It is what it is then because it was a hot commodity.
Right.
I left Afghanistan in 2002, came home to Fort Bragg, and in 2003 I was in Iraq. What we're fighting for is, they say, the war on terrorism. You're never going to stop that. That's a soldier talking to a soldier and another soldier. You can't stop it. Even when I was gone, how many attacks have happened through ISIS on other countries?
10 billion.
Correct?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if I'm there or you're there or the Ted Bed's there. We can't stop it. We're just soldiers.
Right.
Now we're not soldiers. We're doing our job.
Hacks. We're hacks.
And that may be true. We are hacks. But we're well-paid hacks. And I hate to get involved in the whole political thing. I don't care one way or another. But I think, and the Manboy is coming out saying on this live feed, as long as we take care of each other in this country, then why do we need to worry about what's going on overseas?
I agree. We should. Cut off all the fucking supplies. Fuck them. Yep.
As long as I take care of him, and I will go out of my way to take care of you, doesn't matter what I've done, what my status is, what my MOS was, I take care of you, you take care of me, he takes care of him, he takes care of you. And in the end, we're all going to be better people for it.
I agree.
And I love to hear that. And that's on this podcast for all of you to hear. We're all soldiers. Doesn't matter what MOS we were, what branch we were in, we take care of our own.
Okay, that's that answer. Take us to the finale, Flamethrower.
All right,
The last one.
the last one. Number last.
Number last. Coming up.
From Hacksaw from Bell Vernon. And apparently he asked 5 million questions about fishing. We're going to narrow it down.
We're going back to the fishing shit.
Yeah.
We're going to narrow it down to one. Or a couple. He wants to know, Hacksaw wants to know, what is the best stick? What color power bait? Thoughts on the power worm? And how do you avoid all the cabbage at the shore?
Let me first come in as the man boy saying this. Do not ask Ted Bed for any answers.
I got all the answers.
Because he sucks at fishing. He's terrible.
All right.
Flansburgh, you got expertise on this?
I pretty much just summed it up.
I mean, I can only give like my personal experience of what I use as far.
Why? You've been known for catching marlin down in the capes of fucking Caspian and shit,
Right.
so good.
But that's with my bare hands. He's talking about with fishing gear here. I don't know. I use Abu Garcia bait casters. I use Shimano spinning reels. I don't use power bait because it's fucking gay. I don't know what a power worm is. And as far as avoiding all the cabbage at the shore, I Texas rig 6-inch Senko worms, and that pretty much keeps me out of all the weeds and shit like that along the shore. You can also use like a Carolina rig, but it's still pretty much a
That's
Texas rig.
18 inches below.
But even still, if you get in that heavy shit, there's no way you're not pulling up a bunch of weeds.
All right.
Towards the end. So that's pretty
That's
much
a good one.
how I go. I can tell you this as a bass fisherman around here, you don't want to use a fucking crankbait anywhere near the shore because all you're going to do is rip out all the vegetation in the world.
You're better off to use it. Oh, that stinks. That's a hula popper.
Yeah. You can,
Anywhere around here, you want to use a topwater bait, a frog, a hula popper, anything to catch bass. That's your options. A rooster tail on the shores. As far as trout fishing goes, if that's where we're going with this conversation, I can tell you a mealworm and power bait on a number 10 hook, just 13 inches off your split shot will pull any trout all day long.
All right, that's enough of that horseshit. Let me answer this question, because I have all the answers. Listen, the pole you want to use is the ugly stick. There's no
It's
pole.
a Shakespeare microspin.
There's
No,
pole
that's
in
not
the world
what you
better
want to
than
do.
the ugly stick.
you really can't go wrong with them.
No,
You can.
you need to
Believe
catch.
me.
You need to catch fucking Shamu to break an ugly stick. An ugly stick is the way to go.
A Shimano.
I don't even know what that is. I gave you your turn. Now you just sit back and enjoy the ride. As far as the power bait
The
goes,
man boy's going to sit back. I'm
as far
just
as
going
the
to show him
power
a
bait
picture.
goes,
That's
you're
all.
going to want to have to use the green one. No, I'll take that back. The orange one that floats. But you've got to weigh it down with sinkers so it doesn't float that much. It's tricky. It's all about tricking the
Physics.
It's all about tricking the fish. So you get the floating bait with sinkers, so it's flotatiously sinkering.
Best trout
leave
really can buy.
Yeah, leave it in limbo.
And then, what are we looking at next? The power worms?
Power worm.
Power bait.
No, power worms. We don't need no
You
stick.
don't buy power worms. You buy power bait.
He's talking about power worms. It's a new product.
No, that's made by power bait makes worms.
Right, I don't make unless he's talking about artificial
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah.
rubber worm.
The fact of the matter is, no, you don't use the worms. You use the marshmallows.
I showed
They're
him.
cheap.
That's the best
The
trout
marshmallows are cheaper,
really can buy.
so we're looking for a bargain here.
And that's
So,
a Shimano.
You buy the goddamn orange power baits and you use that. As far as the cabbage on the shore, why are you fishing?
Chartreuse.
Why are you fishing around cabbage at the shore? There's a whole bunch of shore. I'm sure you can find a fucking piece of it that don't have cabbage in it. So that's just your lazy ass not wanting to walk up a little bit and find the good open pasture. So the ball's in your court, Hacksaw. If you want to fish and be as tactical as Ted Bed,
You want to catch trout.
you gotta
You
use
use mealworm and chartreuse power bait.
or you get the ugly stick and load it down with sinkers and half flotatious orange fluffies. That's all I got to say about that. We got anything else?
That's it, question-wise.
Well, I guess we're going to take this one into the back burner, front runner, down the road, of the show. Flamethrower, man, boy, we're in the closing of the show. What do you got to tell these people to close the show?
If you people want to catch trout, you use mealworm and chartreuse power bait. That is the Manboy's closing arguments on the fishing subject.
Flamethrower, what you got to shut it down?
Nothing. Glad to be back. I'm hoping to get back to this on the regular because I enjoy it. Hopefully we answered the questions to the best of our ability, which I know we did.
Well, of course we did.
So take these answers to the bank. Rewind them if you need to. Listen to them a second time.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Hit us up on all the social medias that still exist that haven't been hacked by the fucking Eastern Europeans.
We're still on the Facebook. That's the Brew Barn Podcast on the Facebook. Twitter, the Brew Barn Podcast. And Flamethrower lost Instagram, so we don't have that shit no
Twice.
more.
2 strikes and I'm out. Never again.
Anything else to go with Flamethrower?
No, that's it, man. Just glad to be back, and hopefully we can keep it on the reg.
All right, I'm going to advertise this right now. Coming towards the end of the month, we got Ladies' Night again. I'm pulling out Ladies' Night at the end of this month because you dirty hookers out there, you delivered the pain train last time. So we're looking at, what month is this, April?
Mm-hmm.
This is April.
Pretty much one of the last days in April. Dirty hookers out there, get your questions in and fucking spew all the hate that you've been storing up all month, all winter, you hibernating fat fucks. I love you to death, though. So keep on chugging in your yoga pants. It's almost time for shorts. But I guess that's all we got. So for the man boy from Carmichael's, the gorgeous Randy Flamethrower that's going to be plowing your wife's field every chance that he gets, I am the motherfucking fabulous Ted Bed. And I guess we're signing off of episode 13. I want to thank you all for joining us.